Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you a self-made tier list of Alliance 20 to 60 leveling zones in Kalimdor. I repeat, Alliance leveling zones. First, I'm going to explain how it works. However, there is a timestamp in the video description below if you want to skip this part and jump straight into the tier list. On a side note, not all of the quests are different for each faction. Some are the same. I call these neutral zones. In the list, I've marked them with a star. The list shows how good the zones are, based on a number of criteria. The estimate average of XP per minute spent actively. What I mean by actively is that the only time that counts is the time you don't spend being AFK. Then there's the geography of the zone, how difficult or confusing or clear is the layout of the terrain. Then, if the quests are linear or non-linear, how exactly they're arranged, and so on. Then the amount of rare mobs, and lastly, my personal feelings, which I can afford to offer, because I have played through the zone and leveled in all of Kalimdor, within 20 to 60 of course, before making this video. Alright, so for the sake of clarity, when there are two or more zones in one category, they have a number. The best zone in each category always starts on top of the list. Then, the ones which aren't as good go down in a descending order. Let me give you an example for dummies. Dustwallow Marsh is a top tier zone according to my research, but it's not as good as Winterspring, but better than Darkshore. Now, for the colors. Gray color means trash tier, as you can see here in the list. In this case, only Silithus, avoided like the plague. Red color means low tier. These are terrible zones to level in my opinion. The experience gain is simply not worth the time. You can get so much more elsewhere. Orange means mid tier. These zones are neither good nor bad. Green means top tier. I highly recommend doing these zones. The time you generally have to invest here is worth the amount of XP you get in return. Turquoise means god tier, and I think you also learned a new word maybe. As you can see, in Kalimdor for the Alliance, it's only Felwood. However, I highly recommend you watch my review of the zone. This is due to the fact that there is a bug in one of the major quest lines there, which can take away a lot of your time for nothing. The link is in the description below. I think it's safe to say that you can ignore all zones which are in top tier and Felwood. Doing all of the top tier zones, including Felwood, is a guaranteed journey to level 60. Feel free to make use of this tier list for your own leveling purposes, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.